everybody, we're back on the radar. I got the lovely Kim Viera here today. And I've been waiting for this one for a while because Maria and I, we've been friends for like, I think 3 or 4 years now since I started here. So I feel like this is a full circle moment for me. I want to thank you so much for coming.
Oh, no, thank you for having me.
Fresh off of opening for Sean Paul.
Yes.
How was that? This is your second time doing that too, right?
Yes, my second time. I opened up for him once in Quebec. We did a festival out there called Festival.
Dope.
So that was really cool. It was like over 10,000 people there, so it was pretty lit.
I feel like you guys have like a really cool relationship now. I mean, like you guys should start working on some music. You know what I'm saying?
That's possibly in the works right
now. Really?
So yeah, so it's pretty cool. Like I love him and his team. They're awesome, and so far so good. And they want me to do more, so we'll see. And
I've been loving all the singles you've been playing. You got the single with Daddy Yankee out now. You got the single with Pitbull. And it's just like you've been Daddy Yankee single has how many views? Like 40 million? Some crazy number like that?
Yeah, like I can't even keep count now. It's like probably 26, 27 million.
So I want to break that down. How did the Daddy Yankee collab come to be?
Yeah, so I had done the record probably like I want to say almost a year before he had heard it. Actually before he jumped on it, and one of my boys at the time, who he's one of his stylists, he was a really big supporter of mine. He was also a part of what I was doing, and he had been at a shoot with Yankee and been playing the record, and Yankee heard it and was like humming along to it, and he asked him like, "Who's this?" And he told him, I was like, "It's one of my girl Kim." He's like, "Oh, cool." Like, and at the time I didn't have a deal or anything, so it kind of happened gradually. He had heard it again another time. He was like, "Yo, you like it? Do you want to jump on it?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." He was like, "Yeah, she's signed now, and let's go for it." So it just kind of happened organically. That was it.
And then the video came along and all that. Now, what was that? When that video dropped? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're just dropping a music video with just anybody. And this goes the same for Pitbull. Like, they're, like, they reach such a crazier audience, which, of course, is also you want to be your audience, too.
Yeah.
So what was the response like when those videos came out?
Wow. Well, the Como video with Yankee was a huge response, actually. Like, I wasn't mentally prepared. I was actually super emotional because everyone was I got so much positive feedback from it.
Right.
Everyone was just sharing it. I had probably in 3 hours we had 1 million views, I want to say. Yeah, like a million views. Like in 1 hour.
And that's I feel like whenever when I actually have a lot of arguments with people about how when Spanish artists drop, like how your favorite rapper or like your legendary rapper is not even nowhere even close as big to like the J Balvin or like a J Balvin or Bad Bunny at this stage in their career.
I know.
And like even just mentally thinking about what it's like to like drop a Daddy Yankee, like drop a video with Daddy Yankee and have that name attached to it. I just in my mind I just see the views just running up on the back end.
Oh, it's crazy. I was like, I couldn't stop looking. I couldn't stop refreshing. I'm like, oh my god.
You're like, look at all this.
Yeah, it was just it was a rush, to be honest, because I'd never experienced that before. And then to have my first single be with somebody who's legendary, straight off of.
So that was your first single.
That was my first single.
Get the hell out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was my first. Single.
Official.
Official single.
Wow. Yeah. You came out the gate swinging, huh?
Yeah, pretty hard.
So then you followed it up with a Pitbull joint.
Yeah.
How did the Pitbull joint come about? Are you in Miami a lot or?
Well, I had met Pitbull years back at a show.
Okay.
And he works a lot with one of my brothers. And so he had kind of been my brother had been kind of showing him my stuff for a while. And he's like, "Oh, I want to see what your sister's up to." And then I guess he had been following along my journey as it's been happening. And he was like, "I'd love to do something with her." And I was supposed to jump on the Aquaman soundtrack with him.
No way.
Yeah. And I had been up doing a session and it just didn't work out because of my schedule. And then just things kind of fell through. And
that song is so weirdly placed in the movie, by the way.
Yeah, I heard.
It's I like the song though. Don't get me wrong. I like but I remember I was watching the movie and then Aquaman's coming out the water with his girl and the Pitbull song starts playing and I remember I turned to my girl. I was like, this is a weird moment to play this song. I mean, I like it, but it's a weird moment. But that's so cool that you almost hopped on. So what happened? Why did the soundtrack work out?
Just political reasons and certain things like that. But we still wanted to work together. So his team was like, "Yo, that didn't happen, but we still want to work with you. Can you write to this record that we have?" So they sent me the track for Ay 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 and with the hook on it. I was like, "Yo, this is fire." So I went back and I wrote it with my boy Chi. Shout out to Chi Sav. Chi Sav, he's dope writer and artist. And so we wrote the rest of the record together and then we sent it back to Ed. And he was like, "Yo, this is fire," and jumped on it. It was just kind of how it went.
And then that's
And so it goes. Yeah.
And then you also did Pitch Perfect 3, which is also very huge. I feel like you've been just hitting them one by one by one.
Yeah.
Like really swinging.
Yeah.
So Pitch Perfect 3. I know you've probably explained it a million times.
Yeah.
Quick little summary on how Pitch Perfect 3 came about.
Yeah, no, at the time, my label was really big a part of what they were doing with the project and whatnot. And they had approached me, been like, hey, we really want you to be a part of this. Would you like to jump on it? And I was just like, yeah, obviously, like those movies are huge. So I went to the studio with the music director, and it was like boom, boom, boom. So we did it, and it was so cool and then I got to go to the movie premiere, which was really cool.
Really?
I've never been to a movie premiere before, so that was so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I was pretty geeked.
So so your 2018 and 2019 have been pretty sick. Is what you're telling me. So I know it's a little early in the interview, but I want to know. So like with all these, home runs that you've been hitting, what's your next home run? Yeah,
so I'm dropping a new record in early December. Nice. So check it out when it comes. Keep an eye out.
You can't talk too much about it.
I mean, no, I can. It's called Adios. And I'm really excited about it.
It's only you on it? Or?
No, it's me and another artist. Oh. It's actually a female artist.
Ooh.
So.
Can you tell me who it is? Or you can tell me off camera?
Yeah.
Okay, you tell me off camera. You
I gotta keep something, But yeah, I think a lot of the kids will love it. So.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
It's like a woman empowerment record.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we definitely need more of that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who the artist is yet, so you don't have to tell me right now. But who are some especially with the resurgence of so many I feel like when it in R&B, in hip hop, in Spanish music, there's just there's this resurgence of more female artists, and it's so dope to see.
Yeah.
Who would you like to work with the most? And obviously not hip hop and R&B, but maybe in the Spanish music world, the pop world, who is someone that you really, really, really want to work with?
I really want to work with Khalid.
Ooh, okay.
I love his music. I'm a huge fan of his work. I don't think he's ever put out a record that I don't love, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I personally...
That's such an interesting choice. I was not expecting that at all, in the slightest.
Yeah, no, I love his music so much. He's somebody I definitely want to work with at some point. I love Sia.
Oh,
Sia is a huge inspiration to me. Man, I could go on. I want to work with Balvin sometime. I think he's great.
I feel like you're completing the holy circle of all of the top Spanish artists in the game right now. So I feel like it's only right.
Yeah.
I can see you and Bad Bunny.
Him and Bad Bunny.
I can see you and Bad Bunny right here.
Yeah, exactly. Those two I really mess with their music, so I'm excited.
So this kind of leads into my next question. So you go on a trip to Puerto Rico every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain to I guess your fans and the people why you go on this trip every year?
Yeah, no, I mean I've gone to Puerto Rico my whole life, every single year. My family has made it a point so that I always know the island that my family comes from, and
really?
It's just I'm very close with all my cousins and my aunts and my uncles out there, and I don't know. For me, it's just a way for me to kind of keep in touch with that part of my culture, and I like to go there too because it's just me kind of getting away, and I'm huge on being close to nature because I'm kind of a nerd in that way.
That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with getting away. Being able to turn your phone off for even 10 hours is the best feeling in the world. Yeah. And being somewhere where there's no service is
Absolutely. I mean, I love me some good Spanish food, authentic. I love to kind of just get away and kind of reboot. And that's kind of where I get some of my inspiration from, just kind of be away. And what better place to do it than the island you come from.
It's so crazy. And we were talking a little about how I've never been. Right.
Yeah.
At 23 years old,
I can't believe you've never been.
I've never been. I feel like there's always, whenever my family is planning something, I'm not taking shots at my family, but I feel like when my family's planning something, there's always something happening on the island. Whether it be because I know there was 1 year where there's a disease going around, and then obviously Maria, the Zika virus, and then obviously Maria came around, and obviously we're going to go to the island around then.
Yes.
So I feel like there's always, every time that I want to go, there's always something kind of happening that prevents me from going. I got family still on the island. I still got family who live there, but it's just never been. It's something that I've never been able to to do myself yet.
Dan, you gotta go.
I know,
if you don't go with your mom, you just gotta come with us then 1 year.
I'm down for like a nature retreat, a whole like getaways. That's what I really want to do. I don't want to stay in like I don't want to stay in like the resorts. I want to go to like the most like like I want to be in the mountains like Kanye and like Wyoming. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be in like a wood cabin somewhere far away from everybody.
Absolutely, and I think that's the best way to experience it because I like to like rent a car and then just drive to places of the island I've never been. I find private beaches. I go to restaurants that I've never been to. I'll ask the locals, like, what's a cool local spot, and I'll just go there, and that's some of the best food.
So that's not scary to you, just like driving around?
I mean, I don't go by myself.
Okay, good. Because I was about to say, that's exactly what you don't want to do.
Not trying to get abducted.
That's exactly what you don't want to do on that island. No. So do you do like some of your best like writing out there, or is that just like completely for you to kind of like deconstruct from the rest of the world?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I've just never written out there.
Really?
It's just never happened yet, but I'm sure I will at some point. Every time I'm there, I'm just too busy like sleeping on the beach or just getting lit out there. You're like, you know what? I'm like, I am unplugged over here. Yeah.
You're relaxing, and that's it while I'm on this vacation.
Yeah. So I mean, I like to enjoy myself, but I mean, writing is definitely part of me enjoying myself. It just hasn't happened yet because I haven't gone out there with like I'm gonna go write. But I've had plans to do that, so it's coming in the near future.
I feel like I saw this. This was really cool the other day. There was this kid who went to Disneyland, right? And this will all come full circle in a second. So what he did was he actually like took different sounds from like doors closing or like music playing, and he like turned it into a beat. I feel like that should be something that you should do with like sounds of the island. Yes, I'm just saying, if you gotta hit off that and you take my idea, I just want a little like some writing credit in it. But like he went around and I was like, yo, what if people like went to tropical islands and they just took like this little sound device and they like recorded all these and I was like, yo, that would make for such a dope beat.
Yeah. I mean, people definitely do that in certain songs. Like, who's that guy? I forgot his name. Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Bon Iver.
I'm not sure how to pronounce
it. I'm sorry if I'm
butchering it. But he didn't he like live in like he did his whole album in like the woods in a cabin.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See, I didn't know this.
I'm pretty sure he like made all the sounds that he had around it. Like he did it all alone by himself.
But that would be cool because then it'd be like something different, and you got like you have all these like natural sounds.
Yeah. No, that's super cool.
So speaking about the album. When, I guess, could we expect, an album from you? Because I know you've been sending dropping these singles, you've been working pretty hard. So obviously the next logical step is unless you want to do an EP first, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm probably doing an EP first, to be honest. Before I get my way to the album. But I'm going to drop a few more things before I put out the EP. Nice. But I'm trying to put out the EP top of the year. So we'll see.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
So before I let you go, I also wanted to ask you, because I completely forgot we talked about it off camera, but not on camera.
Yeah.
You auditioned to be in the Hustlers movie.
Yes, I did.
And I don't know, was it for the role that Cardi B ended up playing?
Yes.
Or was it for a different role? Remind me.
I'm like 99.9% sure it was.
Oh, you're like super confident. You're like
Cardi got. Well, because that's what they said to me. Like, my audition went really well. The casting directors loved it, and they came back and they were like, when they came back and told my team, hey, Kim did great. We're really sorry, but the role has been taken by Cardi. And I was like, Cardi B. And I was like, yo, I can't even be mad because she's just like perfect for this movie. Perfect for the role. I was like, if she's going to take it, like, I literally can't even. I still feel good about how I did, but like,
I'm sure you crushed it. Yeah.
I mean, that's a good part for her. So, I mean, you can't be mad at Cardi.
Of course. So, of course. But have you seen the movie?
I haven't. Not yet. You know why? I'm just like, aside from the fact that I've just been working a lot, I think for me, like, I was nervous to see it because I wasn't sure how it was going to be, and I had expectations after auditioning for it. So I'm kind of nervous to see it.
Did you auditioning for it kind of like make it, I don't know, hype it up more in your mind, or were you kind of like...
I think I did. I think I hyped it up in my mind. So now, like, and I have to kind of like forget it so that when I see it, I have no expectations and then I can enjoy it more. If that makes any sense.
No, it does make sense. Because you're so excited to see it that, like, if you see it... See, that's how I was. And I was a little disappointed. You know what I'm saying?
See, I don't want to have that. I want to, like, enjoy it because I notice when I have, like, high expectations for a movie, I don't enjoy it as much. And then I'm like, it's kind of whack. So I'd rather just go in with no expectations, and if I like it, great.
Yo, but I'm not gonna lie, Cardi was okay. I mean, she's not an actress.
Okay,
but she just played herself.
Okay.
I feel like if you put her in a
See?
movie and you just play yourself, then you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
then, yeah.
Like, the whole time I was like, she's not really acting. I was like, yo, they just turned the camera on. They're like, yo, say some crazy shit. And she's like, out of the way, bitch. And then, like, I was like, oh, this is just one of her Instagram videos, like, on film camera now.
Makes sense.
But it's okay. I'm sure. So are you going to do any more acting in the future? Or
I'd like to. I definitely would like to get more into filming and, being a part of movies.
I can definitely see you in some TV shows too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks, I'll take it.
I feel like you know how like J-Lo is in what's the show she was on? Was she on Blue Bloods? The Blue Bloods? Your man saying Blue Bloods.
Was it Blue Bloods?
I could definitely see you on a show like that too. I see the vision.
Thanks. I'll take it. So maybe you're speaking into my future.
I'm speaking. So
yeah.
The sounds of Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
The TV shows. We're just speaking it all into existence.
Yeah, I receive it.
So new single.
Yes.
December 6th, and then hopefully an EP at the top of the year.
Yes.
Do you have anything else coming up that you would like to promote? Anything you want to let the people know you got going on?
What else?
New song with Sean Paul?
Yeah, possibly new song with Sean Paul. We'll see. I don't want to be speaking that. He's like, girl.
He's gonna say,
he's gonna be
like,
you telling people stuff?
Why are you saying this? And like, we didn't even get in the studio yet.
I know, exactly. I have shows in the works, so as they come, just follow me on Instagram. You'll know everything that's going on. Everything I have coming up last minute.
Yes.
So we'll see. Maybe you'll see me open up for Sean Paul again. And, if you guys are in that city, which hopefully you are, come see me and support your girl.
Yeah, let the people know where they can follow you at, where they can stream your music, all that. Either camera, whichever one you want. You the one with the good lighting.
I like this one. I'm like, okay,
it's got the ring light.
Let's go. No, so go follow me on Instagram at Kim Viera, Twitter at Kim Viera, at Kim Viera Music on Facebook also, but mainly Instagram because that's where your girl is mostly, and Twitter.
There you go, man. Kim Viera on the radar.
Yay!